Hi everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, How the EPI Process Works. My name is Jessica and I work as a content coordinator for EPI. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working for EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And today I'll be talking with you about what you can expect as an EPI applicant from when you begin your application to when you arrive in the United States. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have about our process. You can ask them in the comment box and we will answer them throughout the presentation today. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those questions should be emailed to us directly at team@teachwithepi.com. Today we will be explaining EPI's program and give you an overview of everything from the application to becoming a cultural ambassador. By the end of the presentation, you will have a better understanding of each step of the process. If you are joining us for the first time, we are Educational Partners International, or EPI for short, and we are a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers to teach in K-12 schools in the United States. Our mission is to bring some of the best teachers from around the world to the U.S. to share their cultural experiences. As you can read here, our goal is to strengthen K-12 education by discovering and empowering the world's best international teachers in order to facilitate authentic cultural exchange. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our home office is in North Carolina, which is about where the marker is on the map on your screen. We would love to know where all of you are from too, so please take the time to tell us in the comments. And wherever you are joining us from, thank you so much for watching today. So the EPI program can be broken into these 6 steps. First, you fill out an application to determine program eligibility. Then your application is moved to Approve, where you become eligible for school interviews. After completing a successful school interview, you become placed in a U.S. school. You then prepare for arrival and orientation in the USA, and you become an EPI program member. You will spend 3 years in the U.S. as an EPI teacher, then you will return home to be a cultural ambassador around the world. So the first step in the EPI program is the application. EPI's application process is thorough and it does a few important things for you. First, filling out the application creates a professional profile for schools to look at when they are considering teachers for interviews. We also use the information you provide during the application process to decide whether or not you meet our eligibility requirements. Some of the requirements for being an EPI teacher are that you are currently teaching, you have 2 years full-time teaching experience, and you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree. Finally, the application helps you collect the documents that you will need to apply for a visa, travel to the United States, and obtain a teaching license. You will also have 2 online interviews with EPI team members. The team will ask you questions about your teaching experience, classroom management, and lesson planning, as well as other topics that prove your eligibility and qualifications. After the interviews, you will be asked to provide proof of employment and credentials. Once you have uploaded all of your documents and passed 2 EPI interviews, you are moved to the Approve stage. Being an approved means that your application with EPI is complete, You have passed a background check, you meet our requirements, and you are now eligible for school interviews. As a candidate and approved, your application becomes a professional profile that is available to U.S. schools. They will look through the applications of all of our teachers and approve to choose which ones to interview over a video call. If the interview goes well and the school is interested in working with you, you will then be placed. Placement means that you have accepted an offer from a school and will be coming to the USA to teach. Teachers who are placed through EPI teach in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. As soon as you arrive in the U.S., you will participate in an in-person EPI orientation where you can meet EPI team members and start building relationships with other exchange teachers. During this time, you will learn more about life and education in the U.S., as well as the rules and regulations of the Exchange Visitor Program. Our orientation lasts several days, giving you lots of time to ask questions, acclimate to the new culture, and prepare for the upcoming school year. At the end, you will travel to your new community where you will meet current EPI teachers who will help you get settled in. After you complete orientation, you become an official EPI program member. As an EPI program member, you will teach in the U.S. for 3 years. During that time, you will have access to 24/7 support from our trained and professional support team. Our teacher support team can help you with everything from culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners. The relationship between you and the support team is an important one and will continue throughout your time in the United States. It includes not only orientation and arrival support, but also professional development programs and one-on-one instructional and cultural coaching. Should you need assistance of any kind, the EPI support team is ready to help. As an EPI teacher, you will also have the opportunity to share your culture with your students here in the United States through cultural exchange projects. Today we have a couple of examples of the projects our teachers have done in the past. Li Wei from China brought the Chinese New Year's festival to her students in the United States. Together they made paper lanterns and put on a performance that included a fashion show of traditional Chinese clothing, the dragon dance, and a play featuring animals of the Chinese zodiac. Claudia, a Spanish immersion teacher from Mexico, wanted to teach her children about how holidays are celebrated in her home country. She hosted a Mother's Day celebration where her students read poems in Spanish and sang songs for their mothers. After teaching in the United States for 3 years with EPI, you will then return to your home country where you will be able to become a cultural ambassador. After your return, you will be able to share what you have learned about the U.S. with people in your home country, just like you shared your culture while you were here. This is one of the most important steps in the whole process because this is what cultural exchange is all about, building mutual understanding between cultures by sharing your personal experiences. Today we have a video of Don from Jamaica sharing his experience with EPI. So here is his story.
I am Don. I'm from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and I teach mathematics. You need to come to Montego Bay because there you're going to enjoy nice food. Everything is at your disposal. And of course, don't leave out the nice sunshine.
Thank you very much.
In the year 2000, I was right here studying at Western Carolina University. So I would like to come back and give something to North Carolina. And as a teacher, we have to be exposed to different cultures. You know, technology can be limited in the classrooms in Jamaica. But you come here, all the classrooms, they have smart boards and projectors. So the technology aspect is one of the major differences. Of course, when you're dealing with the students though, it's just the same here. You just have to show them that you care and you can reach them. So I make sure that I go to the sporting events with them and they just love to see a teacher there watching them play. When I see them in the hallway, I teach them some patois, and it's so nice to hear some of the students say, "Me go and yam up my food now, me and yam up my food, man." So we build that kind of relationship. I love the EPI staff. And I must tell you that I'm having a very good time at this school. It's like I'm home. And I told them that every day. As we say in Jamaica, big them up because they're always there to support us. So tomorrow, we are going to be giving them a little overview of Jamaica, some of the main industries. We are going to give them a sample of the food. We are going to show them a couple of our dance moves. So tomorrow promises to be great. When I was in Jamaica growing up, I would see this airplane passing and I would wonder if I would ever go in one of them one day. And all this technology has actually bring the countries together as one global community. And we're having people visiting different countries more. They're going to do some things different from us. We want to show respect, we want to maintain the love and the unity. So that's why it's so good that we understand and exchange cultures.
To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Okay, now we will be taking time to address questions. If you have not submitted yours yet, please ask them now. We will be answering all of your questions in the comment section today. So here are some of the most common questions that we get at EPI. Lots of applicants want to know how long the EPI program is, and EPI is a 3-year program. People often ask, is there an application fee? So the answer is no, there is no application or placement fee. There are other costs associated with your application, such as the cost of obtaining your diploma or transcripts, but EPI will never charge you an application or a placement fee. Another question that we often get is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit to participate in the EPI program. As long as you meet our basic requirements, you can join the program regardless of your age. So some of those requirements are that you are currently teaching with at least 2 years full-time teaching experience, you have the equivalent of a U.S. bachelor's degree, and you have advanced English skills. So now that you know more about our program, it's time to talk about next steps. First, if you have not applied yet, go to teachwithepi.com and start your application. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says Apply to Teach in the USA. After you answer the eligibility question and click Submit, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have started your application but have questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com and one of our trained admissions specialists will be able to help you. Okay, so for the end of our presentation today, I would like to share this quote that illustrates the importance of an international education. J. William Fulbright was a U.S. Senator and founder of the Fulbright Program. He said, "There's a multiplier effect in international education, and it carries the possibility, the only real possibility, of changing our manner of thinking about the world, and therefore of changing the world." Here at EPI, we understand how important it is to provide students with a global perspective, and we are so excited to give both of you the opportunity to experience authentic cultural exchange. So that's all for today, everyone. If you are interested in our upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more about our current teachers. If you have any more questions, please email us at team@teachwithepi.com. I'm going to repeat that email address for you. It's team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day, everyone.